Male Pattern Boldness.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me, getting to know you, putting it my way but nicely. You are precisely my cup of tea. Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I am with you, getting to know what to say. Haven't you noticed, suddenly I'm bright and breezy because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you day by day. Hi everybody, and thanks so much for tuning in to my first Sewing Week in Review. As you know, I spend a lot of time sewing and even more thinking about sewing, so I wanted to recap some of the highlights of the week. First, I wanted to give a shout out to MPB reader Kate from Australia, who sent me this wonderful Vogue Paris original Christian Dior pattern. Isn't it something else? Kate, thanks so much for thinking of me and for sending it over such a long distance.
So let me tell you about some of the highlights of the week.
On Tuesday, Michael and I, my brother and sister-in-law and my mom, had lunch at the New York Historical Society. It was a beautiful day. On Wednesday, I met John and Nikki, who were visiting New York, and we did a little tour of the garment district. We went to Fabrics for Less and saw some great linen prints. Here's the one that Nikki bought with this beautiful bird design. We saw some crazy fabrics there. How about this knit with sequins and... what is that? A cat. This is the cat at Daytona Trim. And here are some funny patterns that we found for sale at Daytona Trim. Really crazy things, most of them from the 80s and early 90s. This is a McCall's men's bag pattern. Men's bag pattern? As you know, I've been throwing out a lot of stuff, including this fabric. And Patty Playpal, the doll I found at the Housing Works thrift store a couple of years ago, and has really just been collecting dust. What was I thinking? Now, these yoga sandals, Michael was going to throw out, but I retrieved them. They're really comfortable. They help to separate your toes, and oh, they're really nice sandals, especially if you want to stretch your toes out a bit. At the flea market this weekend, I saw this really unusual metal statue, this sewing machine from Montgomery Ward, and look who I ran into and had coffee with, Kenneth King. Kenneth King himself. It was a beautiful Saturday. Now remember those buildings in my neighborhood that were being torn down? Well, here's a photograph of the building that they're building in its place. Could anything be boxier and more banal looking? Yuck. I headed back to the flea market again today, met up with my friend Johanna. There I am in my shawl neck knit sweater. This is what they call a Singer featherweight today. Have you ever? Johanna made this Irish soda bread. It was so delicious. We ate on the balcony because we've been straightening up a bit. There's Johanna and I. Michael and little Willie. It was such a beautiful Sunday. Now let me tell you a little bit about what I have planned for the week ahead. This McCall's shawl collar sweater pattern that I used for the blue sweater, I'm going to make a sweater for Michael using it's the exact same fabric but a beigey colorway. I love it. McCall's 5119. This is from the 1970s. Oh gosh, I love those pants. And I think I'm going to make these, but I'm not sure when or out of what. I have this McCall's pattern. I'm really interested in making some bucket hats this summer, so that's why I picked up this pattern. What else? Okay, yeah, Butterick 4362. I really want to make this jacket, maybe jacket with matching pants, I'm not sure yet. I'll either use this blue poplin herringbone, which is really beautiful in person, or this sort of chambray colored cotton linen blend. Those are both from Mood. This is a really beautiful fabric. I'm just not sure what I want to do with it yet. And that's it. Thanks so much for tuning in to my very first Sewing Week in Review. I'll be back next week with more sewing adventures and maybe a few more songs. If you have any comments or questions or suggestions for future vlog posts, just let me know in a comment below, either on YouTube or on my blog. Have a great week, everybody, and happy sewing! Twilight descends, everything ends, till tomorrow, since we must part, here is my heart, till tomorrow, clouds drifting by, echo a sigh, parting is such sweet sorrow. I'm drifting too, dreaming of you, till tomorrow.